my stream even working? I don't have a way to tell. Even my stream preview is paused. Like, even if I try to play it, it doesn't play. Am I audible? You can hear me. Okay. My Twitch dashboard isn't working. Currently, my network situation is a little fucked, I guess. I can't even reach the timestamp server. It's literally digicert.com. How do I not have an access to digicert.com? Please, I literally just need to timestamp shit. Finally, god damn it. It works. Chat. Finally, digicert is online again. What am I gonna get? What am I going to get it to work? Codeman code? Yeah. The problem is if digicert is offline. Okay, so I don't know what it is. My DNS server is fucking terrible again. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. It's like failing request. Every request. We're gonna flush the entire DNS cache. We're gonna flush the entire DNS cache. Which is probably a terrible idea. Which is probably a terrible idea. Honestly, because it means that even like it's gonna take a long time to make DNS. It's gonna take a long time to make DNS. I have to restart Coalescence again because the Twitch connection failed. I clicked it again. I clicked it and it's not starting. What's happening? It shouldn't be dependent on any like lookups. Twitch is still failing to connect. Oh, my voice is doubled. I know why that's happening. One sec. I need to break this connection. Yeah. That's the filtering thing. The Twitch connection is still failing, which is wild. That means it can't connect. It says it's connected though. But I know it's not connected because the ads UI still says it starts in 45 minutes. The ad is underway, so that can't be correct. Right again. All right, Twitch connected this time. All right, we're all green. We just have to try all of the DNS connections several times. And it will eventually work. I forgot. Oh, wow. Gremlin's big right now. Oh, I also didn't set up my tracking. It'd help if I did that, wouldn't it? Oh, where is my phone, actually? I don't actually know. I can't V2. This button, this button. This button. I do this. Chat. Science said it couldn't be done. Science was wrong. All right. Chat. How's everybody doing? Bit of technical difficulties to start it off, but that's mainly because my DNS server is really shit at resolving new names. I think probably what the issue is that my DNS server, I think maybe one of the two first resolvers is bad. And because my DNS server is configured to attempt the server more often than not, It is very slow. With domain failures happening extremely often. I wish I could like look into failures more. Like I want to see response type. I can't see. Here we go. Server failure. Who was the upstream server that I asked on all of these? Doesn't say. Because here's the thing, right? It was a recursive request, but I can't see who answered it. And returned server failure. Who's returning server failure and why? Doesn't say. I don't understand why I'm getting server failure though. There's 7K moving right along. Oh dear. Just wish I could see why. Why does it fail? I guess I could just download the entire query log. Server failure. So often though. Request timed out for name server 8888 and 9999 and 1111. Actually, every single one of my name servers is timing out. Damn. Sounds like a lot to go through, possibly. Yeah. It's weird. Like, a lot of these requests are failing. In fact, every single one of my name servers is failing at some point. I mean, I only wait for 1 second, but like 1 second is pretty long for a domain name query. Oh. Oh well. We'll find out eventually. What we're doing today is we're actually working on the bot project because I am doing a little bit of reamalgamation. You see, the thing is, the bot project is a very large set of libraries that probably does not need to be as many libraries as it is. For example, I have the database split out from the rest of the project just in case, maybe a bot doesn't need the database. But in the case that the bot doesn't need the database, I can just not create the file. SQLite isn't large enough to warrant the extra management of all of the DLL files. So I think that it is better that I include the SQLite DLL in all bots, which it already is in every bot because it's a prerequisite of the Discord namespace. So SQLite's already here. So it's like not really saving anything by getting rid of it. Especially because the SQLite assembly is only 400 kilobytes. I mean, sure, the bot's base DLL file will be a lot larger now because now there's a bunch of things in it, but it also means that you don't have to load 10 DLL files. You only need to load one, which I think is probably better. The issue that we're solving now is that we have duplicates of some functionality. And C# doesn't like it when two things
C# doesn't like it when two
something.
things
define something. Bot.users. What are you dependent on?
What are you dependent on?
Levels is probably going to be merged with
points.
I'm going to break its dependency on users because users is no longer used. You get this on screen for you guys. But you can't see anything. I don't have any files open.
Open.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Well, main scene. Okay. Did it work? It didn't even attempt.
Did it work? It didn't even attempt. Okay.
Did it work?
Did it work?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So that means that everything built,
That
which
means
is a
that
good
everything
sign.
built, which is a good sign.
And essentially what I've done is I've removed a lot of the projects. I've removed 8 projects. Because I've smashed all of them into the bot project. Or the core library rather. If I drag this over, you can see now instead of commands being a subassembly, now it's part of core.
Now it's part of core.
Doubled again? What? I shouldn't be. That should be going to VIO 2. But it's not, is it? Oh, I know why. There. Now I'm not doubled. It's because fucking OBS will default the window captures to something of the same executable. So because I was previously showing control surface on OBS, it defaulted to capturing control surface, and because the self filtering tool is part of it, it echoes that on the game channel, which is tied into the window capture. Misery is the reason. That being said, actually, there's something I wanted to do. So I now have a little bit of power. So I can do one of these. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Bear with me. Okay. Now theoretically, it should work. No. It did not. Why not? Oh, this isn't the right file. Let's see. Don't get power hungry. I make no warranties. This should be working. Great power comes great responsibility. Maybe if you're responsible. I am no such thing. I mean, I could try this. Because I know this one works. See if this works. No. Why does it not do it? Oh, that's why. It's because I have it set to return immediately. I might be slightly stupid. I now have the power to speak in captions. Here's to hoping it doesn't say anything crazy. But yeah, now I can yap in captions. Yaptions. It's not gonna get those words. I might quickly. This should be filtered text. So if I say fuck, okay, I might quickly drop a couple words I really don't want it to say in this dialogue box. I can't think of anything else that would be incredibly problematic. I'm sure there are words. Okay. The captions will no longer put anything too problematic. Just in case. This thing isn't that good at transcribing my words. It's also not helping that my microphone feed isn't the clearest. You're, after all, hearing the cleaned up audio. You're not hearing the raw audio. Really wouldn't want to. Sounds pretty shit. So, yeah. Just in case it thinks I say something a little too crazy, I've told it to not put that on the screen. Anyway. What do you guys think about the yaptions? I could move. So like I do one of these. And then we can put an image. Oh dear. Okay. There we go. So I want to make a quick edit to the script. So if I come in here, I want to prepend a space so that it gets pushed off a little bit. Yes, I know it wasn't visible. If I go to edit the alerts scene, it'll hide the main scene. I can fix that by using studio mode, but then I only have half the screen to see what I'm doing, so it's even worse. There's also the slight issue that now if I say too many things, if I yap too hard, then it'll go outside of the caption box. That I was crashing for a moment. Nah, I'm good. Wonder what would happen if I gave it a better. Oh, congratulations on being first. I wonder what would happen if I gave it a better model. Shall we do it? Maybe we do. Let's load a larger model. So we come to real-time audio. We hit get more models. So these are meant for servers. But we're going to download the 22 model. This is not meant to be used in real-time applications. That being said, who the fuck's going to stop me? That's right. You can't stop me. Yes. Let's see. It's extracting right now. And then we'll load it. See what happens. I wonder what would happen if I set a fade like animation. Probably do that. Check this out. New plan. If I add a color correction on this, I add a move value, which we'll call hide. We change it to color correction. We want the opacity to switch to 0. Over 3 seconds with a start delay of also 3 seconds. Actually, we'll set it to 5 seconds. And then we want to make another move value called show, which is the same color correction setting opacity to 1 over 300 milliseconds. Now, if we come in here, we can click on here to obs.set filter enable of self-clear text of show true. Then what we'll do is show will have an after move of hide. And now if I yap, it should just do the thing. Dude, science is already there. This is crazy. I can literally make an animated Okay, so it doesn't like if you have it set multiple times. Hmm. So we'll have it interrupt the hide animation. All right, has that worked? I wasn't paying attention. So now if I keep speaking, it should just keep staying on and shouldn't fade away or start flashing or doing anything weird. And then if I stop speaking for about 8 seconds, it should just work. It's literally, it just works. This is part of the power that introducing scripting messages gives me. Maybe I should show that really quick. So I've done a little bit of work on Coalescence off stream, and I can now take scripting events and do things with them. So I tied the text of this OBS text source to the vosk.partial recognition result event, which means now anytime that we get a partial recognition result, it'll run this script. The message data is always a table because that's the event we're subscribed to. We trim it, make sure it's at least 3 characters long, or actually more than 3 characters long, because it'll sometimes do ha, which is weird. And it'll often send empty recognitions if they thought you were saying something, but then you didn't say anything. So we filter those out. And then now we set the text to the new text. We explicitly disable the hide event because it will continue going if we don't. And we set show, which will set hide automatically 300 milliseconds after it finishes. So all of this is now just a thing I can do. I can tie any event. I could make it that if I say ban, it bans a random person. I can't make it ban the person I say because there's no chance if I try to say somebody's username, it's going to understand me. I could try, but it's probably not worth it. It would take probably 2 or 3 weeks to set up. It's just not worth it. Let's load the larger model. It's gonna take a minute. It is a lot larger. It's up from 30 megabytes. It's now 1.5 gigabytes. Now we're thinking with portals. Very large portals. Poodles. But yeah, now I can say crazy things. Fuck. See? It just works. I could run like a punctuation model as well on it, but I don't think it's worth it. It takes like 3 gigabytes of memory or something. I forget. Let's see. Wait, is it still running the 15 model? It is still running the 15 model. That's weird. We're gonna try forcing it. Really quick, I want to see what the recase punk models ones. The English one is 1.1 gigabytes actually. All right, I'm gonna restart Coalescence to force it to reload the real-time audio system, which is taking a long time to connect. Actually, I just realized it only has 15 seconds before it gives up. Right. I can force it to reconnect. Yeah, it's still using the wrong model. I probably shouldn't have done that. Now it's gonna take a long time to reload. I wouldn't want to use this model anyway, because it would take a very long time to reconnect. I'm just not convinced it's not using the It does say it's using the new model. Because current model hasn't updated. But the recognizer model isn't being set to it. It's always being set to the default, which is the 15 model. It could just default to that though. I don't actually know if I made it set it correctly. When created, it actually doesn't set it. It defaults to the first item in the list. So it very well could be using the good model, actually. Actually, there's an easy way to tell. What is the memory usage of Coalescence? If it's high, it's using the big model. 455 megabytes. I don't think it's using it. It should be using at least 2 gigabytes. And no, it's not. It's using the small model. Okay, that's fine. We'll set it explicitly to the small model. Want popularity? No, I want you to get the fuck out of my chat. Die. Anyway, now that that nuisance is gone. Not news gone, Rip. Let us get down to the development. I wonder if I should make the dusk yap emote leave the screen as well during the fade out. I could do. It's not actually that hard. Let's do it really quick. So what I need to do now is we make a move source. We make two move sources actually. The move source 1, move source 2. We'll call this one dusk in. It'll be dusk out. Source is Yaparoni is the name. This one will set the position to -90. -90 might actually be pretty far. Okay, so dusk in will be 300 milliseconds. Dusk out will be 2 seconds after 4 seconds. Okay. Now we copy the name of this header because it's long. We open the scripting subsystem. Come down here. OBS.set filter enable. Dusk out is false. Dusk in is true. We set dusk in to have a next move of dusk out. Save this. And now if I just stop speaking, dusk will fly away as the text box fades. Those are not correlated correctly. One quick moment while I check the timings on these. The show is, yep, the hide is 5-second delay for 3 seconds. Okay, so dusk out is a 5-second delay and will take 3 seconds. Now, if I stop speaking, it should work. It's just that easy. Chat, what do you think about the new captions? Ciao. They're not amazingly accurate, but not a lot I can do about that. All right. Hide this. Oh, I'm running out of water again. And I'm always out of water. People are making me hydrate, dude. I can't be hydrated. It's supposed to be dry or something. 1,482 warnings I just saw. That is a lot of warnings. Yeah. Does this really add up to 1,482? I guess so. It's just a bunch of like complaints about code style. I mean, to be fair, I did install Style Cop, so that makes sense. Captions are really inaccurate. What I might do is disable the captions for now. I don't know, because now it's accurate. Like, it even got dunno, which is not a word. Maybe I'm just mumbling too much. Maybe I'm a mumbler. Chat, am I a mumbler? Chatham? Like, what if somebody who doesn't understand English very well comes in and is using these captions? Like, the captions are very inaccurate. Anyway, so yes, I was moving a bunch of stuff. You minimize everything. But util can be merged, and it actually removes a couple dependencies. It's literally 2 files, is why I'm merging it. It really isn't necessary. The graphics I will leave out. I don't even remember what depends on util. It's just Discord, is it? No, Twitch does too. We use it in AES. Nope, Twitch doesn't because we don't use AES anymore. If I rebuild this solution, this should just work. And it is normal that you don't see any code here. Try exists in bot core and bot util because Discord points uses util directly, does it? It depends on util graphics, which also depends on util, but shouldn't do because now it's in core. All right, that worked. I do want to come up with a better method of doing graphics because the graphics are kind of shit, if I'm being honest. They're not very good graphics. Let's do a little bit of cleanup. Because now everything is haphazardly thrown into the same file. Do I? Hold on. Let me hide the screen for a second. I want to see if I've done something. I sure hope I haven't, but I want to check. The database is opened with a standard password. No. And I should have known that because SQLite databases don't have passwords. Okay. So what I want to do is a little bit of minification, I guess. So there's a bunch of stuff, like the points table doesn't necessarily actually even need to be there. And I do want to change it to be an XP key that you have on the user's variable. And I don't want it to have an like an audit log. The audit log makes the database large. Yes, I broke the dependency on sharp compress. I actually don't know if it works though. This is meant not to be static, or it's not meant. It's meant to be editable, but maybe shouldn't be because it's probably not a good pattern. Because one of the things that happens is that we have a file that allows you to override where certain folders are. And that is the method that the bot uses to change the database directory before initializing it. Now we could have a static void initialize. Class is static after all. Okay. I can't remember where silent mode is set. It defaults to false. I think it just disables the logging, but clearly not because it's still logs. Oh, it turns off the very verbose logging because the database will log every command that it executes, which is very loud in the console and usually ends up being most of the log's content is all of the database arguments. Hmm. Really not a lot going on in here. There is a initialize thing. Um, that's actually interesting. Okay. So in the bot, if this directory does not exist, does it create it? Hmm. Promise I can't rename it because then that's going to break everything that depends on it. Actually, I mean, we are going to break it anyway. We're going to make it a get private set. We're going to rename it to dir. So we can stop having system.io.directory. Okay. I mean, actually, this should be now something I have to do. Is this a good point? Dir can still be null. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I just want to do some documentation. Hmm. Am I allowed to do this? And I have a thing with. I mean, I don't even need the default parameter. Essentially, what I'm going to do is copy and paste this. So I'm going to go in without this, which will match the rest of these. This will just return, or rather, arrow to contains any value, string comparison dot current culture and keys. Is it init or initialize? There we go. I'll be honest, I'm kind of tired. I don't know why. I haven't done very much today. But I'm like getting hit by the EP beam. I don't know why. When did I wake up today? I don't even remember. Actually, I woke up early today, didn't I? Wait, I was up. Yeah, no, that checks. I was up at 6 a.m. Actually, I was up before 6 a.m. I was probably up at 5. How long has that been? 15 hours? Damn. I guess it makes sense I'd be pretty sleepy then. I also haven't had any caffeine. I made some chocolate coffee because it was one of the flavors that they had at Walmart, and honestly, it was kind of nasty. It did not taste that good. Actually, I wonder if I could just inherit. Ah, I do not have basic documentation. It says my module broadcast system that I'm copying in from Coalescence because it is a very effective solution. Because even this like weird caption thing is just module messaging, which given gets slower the more that there are, but it is still passably fast. Now we can just inherit doc a bunch of stuff. Oh, right. Then database service collection, I think, has no references, doesn't it? This reference is only within this file. So I'm going to do um I'm just going to delete this outright. I'm going to just move this up and not have it in a subcategory. Yeah, shouldn't this already work? I mean, I guess you wouldn't want it to run too early. Otherwise, you'll fill the disk with backups. Actually, I have a couple bots that use a ton of disk space for backups. Wonder what they're up to now. $302 MB. Programming, yeah. Except I got hit by the AP beam. So I'm like really tired. But right now what I'm doing is I'm combining a bunch of the bots components into one assembly. What the fuck is a semicolon exactly? We only use Lua around these parts. Guys, what do you think about the new caption? I spent like 4 hours on it. Isn't it so beautiful? Arrays starting at zeros for woke commies. All my arrays start at 1 like a true red-blooded American patriot. Exactly. I think there's some sort of problem with the recognition results. It's not doing the thing now. Hmm. That's what it looks like when it fades away. Settings, we can't make a sub 500 byte OS since the limit of 512 byte minimum. Just write your own BIOS. It could, but is it worth it? No. But has that ever stopped you before? He's thinking about it now. He knows I'm right. But yeah, a lot of what I'm doing right now is just going through and cleaning up a lot of this stuff. Like the configuration. This is one of the things of all time. See, this is one of the really worst ideas I had, is that, I mean, it's not that bad, but it is static settings being written by instances of the class, which is not amazing for juggling around all of the settings. It also means if you forget to instantiate the instance, it never happens. You have to register it. It's kind of a mess. It's part of the reason I made the module system. Is that the module system forces you to do it. Misery to do it. That's about right. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm like getting blasted by the EP beam. I might just go to sleep. It is a very short stream, but I am so tired. Like struggling to stay awake. I cast sleepy, exactly, dude. Yeah, let's find someone to raid. I'm just very EP. Basically everybody is online. There are so many people online. Let's get a little freaky with it. I have a plan. I have someone that probably would expect the raid, but I have someone who I know definitely isn't. So we're gonna raid them instead. Chat, everybody, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. We're going to raid Geo because I don't think I've ever raided Geo before. Our raid message is: you are never safe from the Assyria raid. I should really just make a command that does this. I could literally have done that so long ago, but I never did. Oh well. But yes, everybody, thank you for watching. I'm sorry it was a short one today, but I'm so tired. It's been a while since I've been this tired on stream. And usually it's after a 24-hour stream, but I haven't even made it 2 hours in. I'm washed. I can't stream for long hours like I used to. I'm so old at 23. We got a cool capture board done today. It did not take 4 hours. It took like 8 minutes, by the way. But yes, everybody, thank you. I will see you next time. Bye.